What if a single odd-looking pose could turbocharge your circulation, flush out toxins, and wake muscles you forgot existed in under 5 minutes?
Sounds a bit far-fetched, doesn't it? But that's precisely what this ancient movement, often overlooked in modern fitness, has been doing for generations. It's known as the frog, and while it might seem a little silly at first glance, the effects it can have on your body, particularly after you hit 50, are no laughing matter. The truth is, many people see this and dismiss it as just another squat or some kind of yoga pose. But they're missing the whole point of its design, the specific angles, the breathing technique, the gentle pressure applied to areas we often neglect. It all combines to create a deep, internal activation that most typical workout routines simply can't provide. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 5 surprising benefits of the frog move. And I promise you, at least one of them will make you stop and think, why haven't I heard about this before? So stick with me, because at the end, I'll show you a safe and easy way to try it out for yourself, even if your knees or your balance aren't quite what they used to be. Before we dive in, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. First benefit, stimulating circulation, but in a much deeper way than you might imagine. Now, when we hear the phrase improve circulation, most of us picture faster blood flow, maybe a pleasant warm-up sensation, or a bit more oxygen coursing through our bodies. But the frog move goes beyond that superficial level. This movement is designed to target what I like to call stagnation zones, those areas in the body where blood, lymph, and energy tend to slow down or even come to a complete halt, especially as we get older. These are spots like the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, and the lower abdomen, areas that often don't get activated in our regular daily movements, especially if we spend a lot of time sitting. Now here's the really surprising part. When you hold the frog position, heels lifted, knees wide, torso leaning forward, you're not just stretching, you're also applying gentle pressure to these stagnation zones from multiple directions simultaneously. Add in the nasal breathing technique, and it becomes almost like a natural pump, helping your body to push fresh blood into those areas and move stagnant fluids out. This can be particularly beneficial for folks over 50 who struggle with things like fatigue, cold hands and feet, brain fog, or low energy levels. It's not always about reaching for another cup of coffee or popping more supplements. Sometimes your body just needs a little help getting those internal highways flowing smoothly again. You're not going to feel it like a hardcore cardio workout, but don't underestimate its power. The stillness of the pose is what makes the circulation shift so intentional and precise. It's like throwing open the windows in a room that's been closed up for years. Suddenly, things start to move. Fresh air rushes in, and the whole space feels alive again. Give it a try. Your body might just surprise you. Benefit number 2, it naturally and powerfully activates your lymphatic highway. Here's a truth that many people overlook. Your lymphatic system doesn't have its own built-in pump. Unlike your heart, it relies entirely on movement, breath, and muscle contractions to do its vital work, and that work is absolutely critical. The lymphatic system is responsible for removing waste, supporting your immune system, reducing inflammation, and helping your body clean house every single day. Now here's where the frog move becomes incredibly potent and uniquely beneficial. When you squat low, heels up, knees wide, with your torso folding forward, you're creating something quite rare, a natural pressure gradient across the lymph node clusters in your groin, belly, and underarms. These are the body's biggest drainage stations, and most exercises never directly target them. Even better, the gentle up and down motion of the frog acts like a manual pump, compressing and decompressing those zones in a rhythmic way. You're essentially doing what a lymphatic massage aims to do, but from the inside out. And the best part is, it's active, not passive. While many people rely on supplements or expensive detox methods, this movement uses your own breath and body to facilitate the clearing process. And for people over 50, this is a total game changer. Why? Because sluggish lymph flow can manifest as puffiness, brain fog, stiff joints, or frequent colds. And many people don't realize that the root cause is congestion, not simply the aging process. The frog move puts you back in control. No pills, no products, just breath, motion, and a few quiet minutes that help your body remember how to heal itself. Benefit number 3, building full body strength without putting stress or strain on your joints. When we think about getting stronger, most of us picture lifting weights, doing squats, or pushing through resistance exercises. But after 50, strength isn't just about building bigger muscles. It's about preserving functional control, maintaining joint safety, and improving your balance. That's where the frog move really shines in a way that few other exercises can. At first glance, it might seem like just a stretch, but in reality, you're activating a deep network of stabilizer muscles, the quiet guardians surrounding your knees, hips, ankles, spine, and core. These muscles are rarely used in daily life, but they're absolutely essential for keeping us upright, mobile, and independent as we age. And here's the genius of it. Because the frog is a closed-chain, body-weight movement, it distributes the load evenly throughout your fascia and tendons, not just the major muscle groups. That means less pressure on your joints and more intelligent engagement where it matters most. Plus, the challenge of staying balanced on the balls of your feet while squatting creates tiny micro-adjustments that strengthen your feet and ankles, the very foundation of your entire posture. This is especially important if you've ever experienced knee pain, instability, or difficulty standing up from a seated position. This isn't about brute strength. This is resilient strength, the kind that allows you to walk farther, climb stairs with confidence, and catch yourself if you happen to stumble. And best of all, you're doing it with control, with breath, and with absolutely zero equipment. Just your body, your breath, and a few minutes of focused intention. Benefit number 4, giving your internal organs a gentle micro-massage from the inside out. Most workouts tend to focus on what's visible, muscles, posture, maybe flexibility. But what if a single movement could also support your gut health, hormonal balance, and even pelvic stability, all without a single supplement? That's exactly what the frog move quietly accomplishes, and most people completely overlook it. Here's how it works. When you move from a deep squat, knees open, belly compressed, to a slightly lifted hip position, your abdominal and pelvic organs, including your intestines, bladder, and reproductive organs, experience a gentle compression and release effect. Think of it like a rhythmic micro-massage for your internal systems. This motion boosts blood and lymphatic flow to these organs, which can help improve digestion, reduce bloating, support elimination, and even balance pelvic pressure. And because it's paired with controlled nasal breathing, your diaphragm also plays a key role, creating intra-abdominal pressure waves that support core integrity from within. For women over 50, this may help improve pelvic floor tone and hormonal regulation. For men, it may support prostate health and lower abdominal circulation. And the best part is, it's not forced or intense. It's natural, internal, and intuitive, something your body already knows how to do, but has simply forgotten after years of sitting and shallow breathing. By simply reintroducing this flow through movement and breath, you're reminding your organs how to wake up again. It's not flashy and it's not loud, but it might just be one of the most important movements you can incorporate for your long-term vitality. Benefit number 5, a hidden ally in the fight against varicose veins. From the ground up, varicose veins are more than just a cosmetic issue. They're a signal that your body's circulatory return system isn't working as efficiently as it should. For people over 50, this often manifests as heaviness in the legs, swelling, or visible vein patterns that creep up slowly but persistently. Here's what's rarely discussed. Your calf muscles act as a secondary heart, literally pushing blood back up toward your upper body. But if those muscles remain underused from sitting too long, walking less, or simply aging, the return system weakens. Enter the frog move. When you balance on the balls of your feet, heels lifted and knees wide, you create a position that demands activation of the calf muscles, not through explosive movement, but through controlled tension and subtle shifts in weight. And as you rise and fall with your breath, your calves gently pump, just like they're meant to. Unlike high-impact exercises that can constrict veins, the frog move encourages venous return without pressure spikes, making it a joint-safe, circulation-boosting tool for anyone managing or looking to prevent varicose veins. What's more, the position of your hips and knees allows gravity to assist the blood flow, easing the return pathway and reducing pooling. It's simple, it's quiet, and yet it may be one of the most elegant ways to support your lower body circulation, especially when done consistently with awareness and breath. Sometimes prevention starts not with big, dramatic moves, but with smart, subtle ones. How to practice the frog move safely and simply. Start by standing near a chair or a wall for support, just in case you need help with your balance. Slowly lower into a squat, keeping your heels lifted and your knees wide apart. Imagine you're a lively little frog, grounded but ready to move. Place your fingertips on the floor or on the chair if it's difficult to reach the ground. Keep your back long and your chest open. Inhale through your nose as you gently lift your hips up, letting your head drop forward. Keep your heels off the floor and your knees bent. Exhale as you slowly return to the starting squat position, moving in a slow and steady manner. Move with your breath like a wave. Start with just 5 to 10 gentle repetitions and pay attention to how your body feels. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection. With practice, this simple movement can become a powerful daily ritual of strength, balance, and internal flow. Some practical advice for older adults. If you've had knee replacements, hip issues, or struggle with balance, approach the frog move with caution. Use a chair or wall for support and never force your range of motion. Avoid this movement altogether if you experience dizziness, have recently had surgery, or are experiencing severe joint pain. Always listen to your body. Discomfort is a signal, not a challenge. This exercise is best when it feels nourishing, not stressful. When in doubt, consult your physical therapist or healthcare provider. Movement is powerful, but only when it's personalized, safe, and done with care. Final thoughts. This isn't just another exercise move, it's a message. The frog move isn't flashy, and it's certainly not trendy, but it carries something rare and valuable, a quiet kind of wisdom that speaks directly to your body's deepest needs. In a world that's full of noise, complicated workouts, and endless anti-aging solutions, this one asks you to slow down, tune in, and return to something simple yet incredibly powerful. You see, after 50, movement isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving your vitality, protecting your independence, and reconnecting with the strength that you still possess. Maybe even more than you realize. Every breath, every rise and fall in this movement reminds you, I'm still here. My body still works. I can still grow stronger. And that's what I care about most. Not just showing you exercises, but helping you remember the quiet power that already resides within you. If today's video gave you a new way of looking at movement, or even just sparked a little bit of curiosity, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me, what does vitality mean to you at this stage of life? Let's keep this conversation going, because aging isn't something to fear. It's something to live through fully and wisely. And movements like this, they're not just tools, they're invitations to come home to your body again.